Do you think you could start by just telling us your names, please?
I'm Valerie Howard.
Harold Keller.
And what do you all do?
Retired.
Okay, fair enough.
And what do you guys think is the centre of London? What do you think is the centre of London?
Oh, that's go. You go first because you know the old London.
Exciting, but now very crowded. Because I knew it before the last war. You know, this is now going back to the 1930s.
Where would you say the centre of London?
Where would the centre of London? Well, it depends what you want, doesn't it? Because if it's shopping, it's going to be sort of Oxford Street, Regent Bond Street. If it's the business centre, that's going to be round the bank.
If you could think of a specific landmark, what would you say?
Piccadilly Circus.
Okay.
Interesting, they're all completely different.
That's what we were thinking, and we were thinking Trafalgar Square. What do you think of the space at Trafalgar Square?
Yes, I could have said any of those. Could have said Trafalgar.
Okay.
What do you think of Trafalgar Square in particular? I mean, when you go there, what is your first impression? What does it?
I like it now that they no longer allow. Well, it was nice when they fed the pigeons because my daughter fed the pigeons, but they've stopped that now. But it was very dirty because all the droppings were around.
Okay.
But now they're not allowed to sell. In those days, were people selling bags of corn all round. The kids all bought and perched on their
It's a great
heads.
meeting space. We've come with lots of school children who are obviously foreigners. Why are you asking us all these questions?
Well, we've been looking at a couple of the recent bylaws, which is restricting use of the space, so not allowing demonstrations and stuff.
That's strange you said that because we just walked past the Lions to catch the bus.
Oh, okay.
And I said to you too, isn't it wonderful that they're allowing people to climb on the Lions at the bottom of Nelson's Column?
Yeah.
In most places they just fence them off.
Yeah.
And not allow it. And I feel that we should have accessibility.
Did you know that it was owned by the Crown?
Yes,
It's not. Yeah. Okay. So, do you think it should be owned by the public rather than the Crown?
Well, in a way, that is.
Yeah.
The Crown is the public, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think that if it weren't called Trafalgar Square and it were just a space, do you think that would still be a meeting space, or do you think the actual name and the history of the Battle of Trafalgar is important to
I'm
it?
sure that hardly any of the people who are in Trafalgar Square this afternoon understand what Trafalgar Square means.
That's really good.
So
Okay.
would you say, just before we finish, would you say that it is like the heart of London, or do you think London doesn't really have a heart, or it has many hearts?
Has many hearts. I
I
would
agree
say.
with you. I
Okay.
agree with you. We've just spent the morning in the Royal Academy.
Lovely.
And if we had time, we'd be over at Tate Modern.
Yeah.
We come from the north to the art galleries, and I think, as Val said, I personally agree, lots of hearts. Depending where you are and what you want. Yeah, what do you think?
Well, I think if I was meeting somebody who'd come from another country, I probably would tell them to meet in Trafalgar Square.
Okay. That's interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.